Hello, my name is Chris Barton, and you are watching Some Good News Cyprus. Some Good News is a part of the network from John Krasinski online, and we highly recommend that you watch his shows. We have completely ripped off his logo and his idea, and we think it's a great idea right now when we're in the time of quarantine and social distancing, when there's so much bad news going on, that we have some good news coming out of Cyprus and from around the world. Yesterday, we interviewed Scotty Meads about what is going on in Cyprus with him, and we'd love to pass across now to that interview. Scotty, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, I'm from the United States, uh, Louisiana, South Louisiana, to be more specific. Yeah, I grew up in a farming community. Now we're living in Cyprus.
Awesome. So, what do you do here in Cyprus?
Right now, I'm working on a international coffee project with YRAM to actually created some University of the Nations credited schools to become officially certified, not just by the U of M, but also by the Specialty Coffee Association, so that YWAMers could get involved in the coffee community globally.
All right.
And so that's something we've been doing out of Cyprus.
So, you're a coffee trainer, and so you
Hmm.
love coffee, obviously, and you got all the coffee equipment. So, can you tell us? I heard a
Uh,
great story about how you've been using coffee here during the lockdown.
oh, well, you know, everything got shut down, which means all of our classes were canceled. So we tried to figure out, well, what are we going to do now? So I just had an idea. I said, well, why don't I start giving coffee to, because I have all the machinery. You know, I have a class full of stuff. I said, I'll start making coffee and giving it to the police, firemen, and the staff at the hospital.
That's so cool.
And that led me into contact with a charity that works out of Cyprus called Friendship Circle. And they were working on feeding the poor.
Wow.
And so they gave me a legal covering to be able to go out and do it because everything's locked down. You can't work or you can't go out and do anything without some type of legal covering or some type of permission. So they brought me in and gave me permission to travel, to work at their locations, and from their location to go and do bring coffee to people. But also, I also got involved with bringing food because what they're doing is they started to make meals for people because people were running out of money, especially the immigrants here. They lost their jobs. A lot of them live paycheck to paycheck. They started running out of money. And then literally people started getting hungry.
Wow.
And so I got involved with uh, delivering meals, and not just a handful, but like I would have 50 meals at a time in my car. And that's just me. And they have about 5 or 6 drivers out just in this city.
Wow.
Uh,
How
and
many
it's grown
people?
to, I
How
think
many
that's just
people?
grown to almost about 1,000 meals a day now
Wow, 1,000 meals
in the
a day.
different cities.
So you're traveling around in Nicosia, Larnaca. Where else? Do you go?
And Limassol.
Limassol, is that where you're going? Yeah.
Yeah, and right now, today we're starting in Paphos.
Okay.
So we got a partnership starting with Calvary Chapel Church. They're going to use their kitchen, and we need them to do up to 200 meals a day and do the deliveries.
That's so cool.
So
Can you show
I
us
was sitting
around the?
working on their paperwork. Yeah, so this is actually a restaurant. It's a Jewish restaurant, Israeli, and they're the ones that are footing the bill for most of the work.
Wow.
Uh, but so all the restaurants are closed, so they opened up their restaurant to be used to cook the food and to do all of the setup work and get all the deliveries out. So here is, let me turn it around and I'll show you. Here we go. So when you come in, you see people working everywhere. There's
So is this normally the
lots of food.
restaurant area?
Yeah, this is usually the restaurant, but everything's been taken down and replaced with a system to be able to get as many food boxes out as possible. So
Wow, it's a lot of
this is
food.
full right now, and soon this will be boxed up and taken away. And then the tables will be full again. And so in the back, you'll see that there's uh, a group of volunteers working, and they're cooking away. It's just people from the community. It's just different people. And there's Cypriots in here, Israelis in here. There's some people from Punjab, India working, and
Wow.
another guy from Spain. So it's just people from all over the world gathered together and helping out as much as possible.
That is amazing. And so they're feeding over 1,000 people with 1,000 meals a day at the moment.
Well, almost at 1,000.
Almost 1,000.
And that's in all the cities, because there's also some kitchens in Nicosia, and there's kitchens in Limassol.
So you're doing 1,000 out of your place, or 1,000 of total?
No, total.
That is still amazing, though. That's a lot of meals.
Yeah, today I saw on the board, every day on the board we have a chart, and there'll be 350 meals go out of here today, out
That's
of this
fantastic.
location. Just this kitchen. There's also another kitchen here in Larnaca that works under the Friendship Circle. It's a smaller one. And then there's one in Nicosia, there's one in Limassol, and right now I'm in the process of setting up one or two kitchens in Paphos.
Fantastic. Well, Scotty, thanks so much. That's amazing what you're doing, and just incredible that you managed to connect with them just through coffee and just kind of wanting to get out the house, I guess, because you're a bit stir crazy. And
Mm-hmm. Oh, I was happy, and I get to do something, that really helps people out. So, and
definitely.
I've built a lot of new relationships too. It's been great.
And if you're in Nicosia or if you're in Cyprus right now, are you needing any help at the moment with this?
In Cyprus, yeah, like what's happening right now is there's a whole crew of new volunteers down in Paphos. So there's needs all over. But what we need is people that are willing to fill those needs for the people, which means it's quite a big commitment for a period of time.
Yeah.
So we're thinking for about a month or 6 weeks or so.
Right.
And that means that you're going to find a place to cook, organize people, and you can. They have a really good system here that's able to be duplicated. So they help people to duplicate them wherever they are, and it's pretty quick. It's not not too slow. They got everything running really fast. So yeah, we just need, if you see a need, like in Nicosia, someone called me and they said, we have 45 people who are in a difficult position.
Yeah.
And I said, okay, can you set up the delivery to these people, and we'll set up the food to you
Yeah.
every day.
Yeah.
And they were like, yes, we'll do that. So we got all of their paperwork done for them to be able to get out and work every day. And now they're doing that delivery every day to those people, those 45 people.
Well, I just
And
think
then
it's. Go
there's
ahead.
also people calling every day, contacting us every day. So those people get on different routes, right? And but then there's some people who have groups. So we've been working with a few people. There's different ones that are new coming on because things seem to be getting to the place now where people are running out of money.
Well, I just think it's really cool. If you are in Cyprus and you want to help out, then you get in touch with us and we'll put you in touch with Scotty. But Scotty, thanks so much for
This is my coworker. He
Hi,
just wanted to
coworker.
say hey.
Hi. Thanks so much
Oh,
for being on with us today. We just think it's really good news, and it's sad that people are needing the food, but it's just amazing how people are rallying around and helping out and getting food to people who really need it. So
yeah.
bless you,
All right.
man. We'll
Thanks
see
so
you
much.
soon.
All right.
See you. Bye. Thank you, Chris, and thank you, Scotty. And we just want to say thank you to everyone who's out there watching. And we'd love to hear your good news. If you have some good news stories that we can interview people, or you could send them in to us, we'd love to hear from you. So from Cyprus, this has been Some Good News Cyprus.